Are we live?
13 seconds. Loading. There's a delay too. There's a obviously there's be a delay.
Okay, maps are all set.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. PSL Group A. This is season 1. And there's the alarm. It's saying it's time to go, guys. That's the alarm. Um, I'm here joined by a special guest. It's Pearl. Hi, Pearl.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Yeah, so Pearl is gonna help host this game tonight. Well, the matchups tonight. Tell us about yourself, Pearl. StarCraft, things like
Well,
that.
let's see. I've been playing StarCraft. Actually, we're celebrating the 22nd anniversary of Brood War today, as a matter of
I
fact.
saw that.
I was just posting about that on social media earlier. So, yeah, I've been playing StarCraft for, oh my God, 22 years. It's been about
Really?
22 years since I've been playing StarCraft.
Wow.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Wait, did you get? So you got the Brood War? Did you get the vanilla one, the original, or did you go straight
I did
to
not.
Brood War?
Straight to Brood War, yeah.
Oh,
It
so,
was my
okay.
first RTS and everything. I think
Yeah.
I was like about 8 years old, maybe.
Gotcha. You're dating
Crazy.
yourself, by the way. But I'm not gonna reveal my age when I played it. But I played the original vanilla, and then they introduced Brood Wars, and I was excited because they had lurkers and medics, right? I think they added the Valkyrie, all that good stuff. So if you guys remember that. But anyway, we're here on StarCraft 2 many years later. In fact, StarCraft 2 is 10 years old. So this game is not for 9-year-old kids, right? Although, this game is like Fortnite, not Fortnite, right?
Well, they do have, a lot of young players these days playing.
Yeah, there are, and that's the other one, the FSL. You guys have probably seen that. But this one is PSL. Most of the guys here, if you notice the ages, I think you took a look at the players, right? The ages.
I sure did, yep.
What did you think?
Well, they're all about my age, so
You're not
I think
afraid
so.
to date
I think
yourself.
so. Yeah, well, I mean, whatever. I'm
Yeah,
still
yeah.
well, okay, so yeah,
That's great.
it's a millennial. I fit into the millennial category. We'll just leave it at that. I'll
That's
put it there.
awesome. All right. And so Group A, let's talk about them and let's show these players on screen, right? Let's take a look at these guys. There you go. These are the guys that's playing tonight, and one of them is, head and shoulders above the rest, unfortunately for the other guys, right? So he's absolutely favored to move on. Then that would be Ender. But the other guys are interesting guys, right? So what do you think? I mean, let's, tell me your thoughts on these, the ages where they're from. I don't know if you had a chance to look at the homework.
Yeah, well, I did my homework. Yeah, I've got him right here. So, well, to be completely honest with you, Ender is, I keep hearing that he's the favored tonight. So, but yeah, to be completely honest with you, I'm not that familiar. With the Philippine StarCraft scene. This is my first time seeing a lot of these players, so it's really interesting the range of ranks that we have. I was looking through the player list. We've got diamonds all the way up through masters and GMs, and yeah, it's a very wide array of
correct and
of players. So yeah.
Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned the ranges here, right? At the very top would be Ender, would be not just a GM but competed in the world stage, right? But we do have a lot of diamonds, a lot of masters. Heck, even one platinum made it into the rounded 32. So this is a new scene. Well, it's an old scene, but it's a revitalized scene, so it's kind of like new. I know you tried to build. You're working on the Japanese scene, so you appreciate the effort it takes to promote something like this, right?
Yeah. Well, you got to go out and find them, you know? Sometimes they don't just always come to you. So, yeah, but you dug deep. How many players was that that played in the qualifier? I started counting them on the
Yeah,
on
so
the challenge page, but
exact.
it was daunting. There were just too many.
It was like 60 something that registered, and the ones that actually made it and competed, yeah, obviously we trim them down to 32. A lot of them, you know, showed up. There were 3 qualifiers, right? So a lot of them showed up in the first one and then tried again in the second one. The first one was, I guess, the easier one just because of the schedule. The second was the hardest, right? All the masters and grandmasters players kind of like dominated them at, you know, at the attendance, and obviously they will most likely advance, right? So that's basically what happened. So anyway, Mizelle, how are we doing? Are the players ready? The first matchup is gonna be Ender and Artanis, I believe. So
Yep. So they're already done with the map picking, and then I'm just setting up the room for them, and then also their webcams.
got it.
So I'm just
Yeah.
making sure that they're all set up.
And that's the cool thing about this tournament. We're gonna have their webcams. We're gonna have their intros. It's not just we're gonna run a tournament and that's it, and you see their names on the screen. We did a little bit more. You know, we're promoting this a bit more. Give them that GSL experience. That's the thing with this, right? I mean, obviously we're missing Artosis and Tasteless kind of thing. It's just me, right? And then we
Hey,
have
come
you.
on, we're the next best thing. We're the next best thing. It's not that bad.
That's true, and you're our Guri, but although you'll be speaking a lot more than Guri does, you're involved in this, you know, on this. You're almost like Tasteless here, or Artosis, you know, whichever is prettier, right? So there you go, between those two guys. All right, so I'm excited here. Actually, if you guys know, one of the guys recorded an intro for each of the players. I'll play that right now. He's not here with us, so he recorded something for Artanis and Ender. So let's go ahead and play that. So give me a second, and DB, take it away for what you think about our first guy, which everyone knows.
From Group A, we are featuring Ender, a Grandmaster, a Zerg player,
Okay, cool.
and a lengthy stat sheet that is bound to impress anyone who reads it. Mr. Ender started playing StarCraft at the young age of 12 and has accomplished probably more than most people will in this game, and is quite amazing rap sheet. Check it out. Take a look on Liquipedia. You can read it for yourself. Great player, fun to watch. Excited to see him part of this league here at PSL.
All right, DB, thanks for that intro on Ender, and now we'll play your intro on his opponent. It's Artanis, the first, the first sacrificial lamb, but maybe he'll upset.
From Group A, we have Artanis. At 34 years old, Artanis is in the Master League and is a Protoss player.
Okay, I think we're good to go, guys. So, production, take it away when you're ready. I'm excited. Maybe Artanis has something special planned for this. I'm hoping for really cool, interesting games, right? Maybe an upset. You know, maybe at the minimum some cool builds, right? We'll see. We'll see. So we're good to go here, and go ahead and start it when ready, and we'll transition right there. So there you go. Artanis actually is a Masters player, so it's not, it's not unlikely, right? It can happen. An upset can happen, guys. I'll be casting this game. Here you go. We'll need their cameras on, of course. So we're waiting for them to get that on, and then we can start this game. Admins have a tough time here. They gotta, take care of all this, moving players around, cameras on, setting up the game lobby. You guys can see what I just chatted on there. So we got full transparency here, as you guys can see. Okay. And I'll turn my camera off because we want them, not me.
Set up.
Yeah, just waiting for their cams. So hang tight, guys, while we get this set up. Yeah, it turns off. Basically, when you move up to the new room, their cameras turn off, so they have to return it on. So just keep that in mind, admins, and patience for everyone on this, just because this is the first time we're doing this with the PSL group, by the way. You know, they've never had to do this before. So while they get that, it looks like we're having a little bit of technical difficulties. I'm gonna go back to the... Oh, there you go. We got one. There he is. We got two.
Right.
The handsome fellas are ready to go. Let's do it, guys. I'm excited. Gentlemen, the first match of PSL Season 1.
Storm StarCraft League Season 1 Philippines.
Alright, guys, here we are. The bottom right, the overwhelming favorite, he is
Ender.
And his opponent, looking for an upset, the Protoss player, he is
Arcanus.
Alright, so normal stuff, right? Bottom expansion, right? As we expand, you know, he's looking to start closing that. Now remember, and there's a very aggressive Zerg, and look at that, pool first on him already. This probe is gonna find that out pretty soon, that he's about to get the early part of the attack, right? The early part of attacking games. 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes, you know, this could happen if he doesn't handle this pressure. It'll be a short game. It's only a minute something. The pool and Lings, I think they typically come out, what, 145, something like that. He knows it now, and the pressure is on. The pressure is on to defend at home. He knows about this, so yeah. He's actually looking like he's gonna get the Nexus. There is an expansion from Ender, so it's not like he's one-basing this or anything. So at least, you know, for now, he's not attacking yet. Maybe just safety 2 Lings. So yeah, maybe, you know, he opened with the pool first just for safety. He was just making sure that he does not die to a cannon rush or proxy gate or any kind of thing, because he's obviously the better player, right? So you want to play safe. And the wall's already... Oh, it was up, but did you guys see that? The wall was up, but he pushed... The Link pushed him in and then gets a full scout. Not that there's much to see. So that's interesting. For Ender, just normal, droning, getting speed, feeling safe. There's not much here yet. The Ling is gonna stay alive as long as he can. Actually, this is a mistake by Arcanus. He has 2 guys, 2 probes chasing this Ling. You know, you only need 1. Right? But there's the depth. Actually, you don't even need to chase. We had a little bit of a lag here. It looks like someone lagged there for a minute. Anyway, third base for Ender. The Overlord pattern is the safe way, going all around the map, the outskirts. He knows what's going on. We're getting some lag here from one of the players, it looks like, but we'll see. Artanis with his scout. So I think he's gonna see if Lair's being... if he's getting the Lair. Anything else? Maybe an early Roach Warren. Whoa, look at those Lings jump. Jump right at there. Did he see anything? Didn't really see much, I guess. So, Robo. Yeah, there's one of these guys. We're getting a bit of a lag issue. At least, hopefully, it's just on my side. Okay, Mizella's hopping off, and there you go. So it's a Robo into Twilight, so somewhat nothing too crazy, right? Although 2 shield batteries, he suspects some sort of attack, but there isn't one anytime soon. He does have the Roach Warren. Okay, never mind. There's 8 roaches queued up right now. Yeah. So Ender's gonna try to kill him. This guy is gonna see the Roach Warren, and will he see the roaches pop up? There, he sees it, so he knows something is up. Some big attack. He does have, he's chronoing Immortals, so... You know, worker count, Artanis is ahead. So if he can somehow... Oh, Ender's actually being aggressive. He's gonna walk these queens over. He's looking to win. So it's queens for transfuses and Ravager Biles. He needs to close this off. If he can survive this, he has a good shot because he has the worker lead. You know, he has Immortals. Look at this, really good decision here. We just kind of attack, but he didn't force field this out though. These guys aren't. You know, what happened there? I'm not quite sure. But they're in. Immortals are still alive. Shield batteries up. Lots of damage. Lots of damage, guys. Oh man, can he hold this? I mean, it's not terrible. He still has the 2 Immortals, guys. Wow, if he can hold this, he's quite ahead. But more is coming, more and more. Lings, his wall is down. Oh, it was so close, guys. I thought it was really close that he would have held this. Now it's not looking good, and I think that's it. Ender. So Ender takes game 1, guys. Game 1. Okay, Ender goes to game 1. I mean, game 1 goes to Ender. I got that backwards. Alright, so that wasn't terrible. Honestly, it was actually doable if you can hold that wall. Perhaps if he had saved his sentry. Let's take a look at the guys. There's Ender's looking good. Pearl says hi. Hi, Pearl. There you go. She's there. She's not playing Ender though. But we're waiting for Artanis' cams to get back on. But doesn't hurt to see Ender right there trying to think about, what's next? How do I play this next game safe? So I think what's happening is Artanis is reconnecting because I don't see him on the Discord channel. He might have had some issues. He was lagging. Maybe it was him that was lagging. I was noticing that. So maybe he'll be back. So for now, we do have Ender chilling, relaxing at his place. Just another day for him. It is the opening round, so you know how that is. And why don't we talk to Pearl while we wait for Artanis? Pearl, did you catch any of the games? Any of the?
I sure did. Yeah, I do have to say, still adjusting to watching it on the delay because I hear you.
That's right.
The things that you're saying aren't matching up what's going on, so it's a little. Yeah, I gotta keep an eye out, and I gotta use my ears. So yeah. Well, that game started off. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know what race you play, right? I know you play StarCraft, so I think it's either Zerg or Protoss, and maybe you can give us your perspective.
Well, I am a Protoss. I'm not the best. I'm I'm a pretty mediocre Protoss at best, but yeah, I just that early Zerg pressure, it gets me every time. So but
yeah. Well,
how's Ender? How's Ender over there? How's he doing? Is he doing all right?
I think he's chilling. He's checking his Twitter. Maybe he's just kind of like, all right, when's the next game? This is you know how it is when you're highly. So this is what happened. Right? Sometimes I play ladder and then I get matched up with someone 2 leagues below me or a league below me. Then I'm like, I should win this, but I should be careful. And so we saw him in the first game. He was careful. Pool first, the overlords, all that, right? He is Zerg, so you kind of have to worry about Protoss cannon rushes or proxy gates, right? So Pearl actually play both of them, Protoss and Zerg. So I'm enjoying, I enjoy watching the two play, right? 2 races play. I started out as Zerg, but I'm enjoying Protoss, and that's your race, so I think it's a lot of fun.
That is a fun fact about me. I did start off as a Zerg main way back in the Wings days. Yeah, I sure did. And then it's just something about Protoss. It was just
Protoss
it reached out to me.
What was it? It's cool looking.
Yeah, it is. And I don't know, I just think Protoss has cool lore, and I think everything about Protoss is cool, but we're
Zerg is icky.
Yeah, well, it's creepy. Zerg's
creepy and slimy and all that, and the winner of the first game is a creepy Zerg master. I don't know if you're familiar with Ender. If you've seen any of his games, but he used to compete a lot, and he actually used to be on Storm, right? So way back in the day, he was our first, pro that we got outside of 2 American players that we had back in the day. So actually,
2015, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So what happened there was, back in the day, he was coaching me. So I was talking to him because he was coaching. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get coached by him, right? So I learned a lot, and then we were chatting and I was like, hey, I just kind of felt out to see if I can sign him as a player. That's what happened there. So it was kind of interesting, and of course that was a long time ago, and it was very cool. It looks like Artanis is back online.
We do have Artanis back, yes.
And your Protoss Artanis, that's a great name, which is Sinatra backwards. Did you know that?
Well, you gave me all the information about all these players, and I was going through the list, and I was like, wouldn't it be ironic if Artanis turned out to be like, a Zerg, or there was a Zerg card?
Looks like we're good to go with the game. So we'll be back, guys. We'll leave the camera back on for the players, and it looks like the game is starting now. We'll be back. All right, game 2. What are we expecting here, guys? But this is
Storm StarCraft League Season 1 Philippines.
All right, guys. The top left here, he won game 1. This is
Ender.
His opponent. Game 2. Oh, you guys gotta mute them. They can hear me. Oh, admins, make sure you mute them. His opponent.
Arcanus.
So guys, well, you know, the admins usually mute them, so this happens. Luckily, it's only the beginning of the game, so not much is going on yet. So that was just a little hiccup. Luckily, our players are honest. And what we're seeing here is a probe scout after the gateway, and Ender, of course, pull first with the expand, being safe as usual, right? And yeah, look at that. No, can't hang out here. Ender has 6 lings this time though, so unlike the game 1 where he only had 2 to deflect, this time he's gonna do something. He wants to do something with these 6 lings, and that's punish any kind of slack in the defense. But as we're seeing, there is no slack in the defense, right? I mean, it's closed. This Zealot is there ready. He's ready. He's ready to fight, but he just doesn't want to get surrounded. The second Zealot comes out. Oh, but there's actually a lot more lanes, so he better chill in that corner. I shouldn't have been out. He should have chilled, but there is a adept coming out. Shield battery coming out. Double adepts. Oh, there's a little bit of a hole there, so he's gonna plug that in. Plug that, okay. So he's probably gonna lose this gateway unless his shield battery finishes. It doesn't, not in time. Oh, just in time, he closes it. More lings. Good defense so far for Arcanus. A little bit late. A little bit late on the, you know, the shield battery. If he was able to get that, he probably could have saved the gateway. But overall, is that bad, guys? How bad is that? More resources lost though for, I guess, just 6 lings lost, 150 minerals versus 425 minerals of resources for the Protoss, right? So, okay. I mean, it's not, he could have lost. If you think about it, he could have lost, so now he's alive, and Ender's gonna take his 3rd because he really was testing. It's like a 12-pool defense, right? He was testing his defense for slowlings. And Arcanus passes the test. Perhaps not with flying colors, but... And now Ender is, is actually ahead in workers now. And for Arcanus here, he's got a Robo again. His Overlord is gonna check out what is inside here later, so... Ender once again playing safe. Speed being researched. Roach Warren for Ender, of course. That's probably a safety Roach Warren. More Adepts and a Twilight. So, somewhat normal. I think now he's gonna go do some damage with this Prism, guys. Let's go follow that guy. That's probably where the action is. But if you notice here, the Lings are gonna go check again. Probably to deny a possible 3rd by Protoss, which is not there. Immortal next. Okay, look at there you go. So oddly, he only shades 2 guys there. So that was a mistake. Or not. Maybe he just wants to be safe. He's gonna pick that up pretty easily. He won't get trapped. So I like this move. Ooh, he doesn't pick it up like cleanly though. So he does get some worker kills. Right. This Prism is taking too much damage, guys. Oh. This Prism. Oh man, I knew it. I knew it. hung out there too long, was too brave. What is the saying about valor and fear and all that? I don't remember, but Ender certainly made him pay. And the Lings don't see at third base. So Protoss, what is his research? He got a Twilight, but he doesn't have any research on it yet. There's more gateway. Let's zoom out a little bit here because, you know, these Lings are looking around and saying, no third base? What is going on? A few Immortals. He's trying to bait them. Lings and Roaches go... The Roaches go back, so he's like, I don't need to attack that. I saw 2 Immortals. Shield Battery. Oh, I don't think that was worth it. Those Force Fields were not worth it. Of course, Ender would like a quick 2-0 here. Right. Now guys. Protoss is trying to get an expansion, or is he really? Because if he doesn't show like he's trying to get an expansion, okay, maybe he is. Oh, don't lose that. Oh, he's gonna lose it. Okay, a little bit sloppy on that probe, but his Overlord sees everything. It's Blink, guys. He's getting Blink. That's interesting. He's getting Blink. Okay. Alright, so maybe Artanis didn't really plan on expanding. He's just like, yeah, you just killed my probe. You delayed my expansion. Oh no. But maybe he doesn't have plans to really expand, is he? Well, he is getting +1. So, okay, there's the expansion. Is he gonna saturate that? Remains to be seen. In the meantime, Ender already getting a Spire. So, and +1 on the attack, which will be discovered by Mr. Artanis. Huh. Well, there is the Templar Archives coming up, so Shield, this is very gas heavy. This is a very gas heavy build he's got going on. Okay, if he can survive this, if he does well in this battle, he has a chance, but really, guys. Oh, and he leaves one guy behind. He's gonna lose his expansion. He may even lose his Immortal here. Oh, man. He comes out bravely. Oh, he has 3 Immortals. That's not bad. Takes a while, though. His army is pretty good, but look at Ender's got 2 extra bases popping up. Artanis is down to 2. A little bit scared, of course, to come out there right away. And he was supply blocked. He survives again, but you know, the inevitable death. Is that not now, but maybe later? But oh man, mutas are out. And discovers the prism. The prism. Right, the prism is going... Oh, sorry guys, that was a misclick there. The prism is gone. The mutas, lings, roaches, or ravagers are now gonna see if they can end this game. Charge being researched. You know, we haven't even seen Blink used. Really, did we see Blink used at all? I don't think so. Let's zoom out a little bit more here to see, but he's posturing to kill Mr. Artanis, and this could be it, guys. This could be it. We're just watching to see when he'll tap out here, because yeah, I think this is it, guys. Nice try, Artanis. out. The winner. All right. Very, very cool to see them play the opening match. Brave attempt for Artanis. We'll move on to the next match. Ender will wait. And pretty elementary there. What do you say? Pretty elementary, pretty, pretty. What is there to say, right?
So the quote that you were looking for, because I had to look it up. I never heard it before.
Awesome.
Valor grows by daring, fear by holding back. So by being daring there, I think there was some valor gained along the way.
There you go. All right. Yeah, thank you for looking that up, and I could not think of it. And yeah, the prism was basically venturing into dangerous territory there, right? But you can't blame Artanis. You're gonna have to try, do things, and you can't play super safe either. You'll just fall behind against Zerg. You know how that is.
I despite platinum, despite being a platinum player, I do have to say the versatility of Zerg is, you think you're like, all right, I'm going with my immortals. We got these Ravagers coming, and he's got roaches. I'm gonna make immortals, some stalkers, and then boom, mutas.
Yeah, I love the fact that you're giving us this. No matter what level you are, you're giving us the PTSD that is playing Zerg that gets left alone, right? That's the feeling. So that's the same feeling for all the levels of Protoss that deal with Zergs that have to, that is at this level and just gets left to their own devices, droning and all that, right? So anyway, look, he still has to go in the losers match, no problem. So we will have the next match coming up. Let's talk about that while they get that game prepared. And let's see. We got Jack the Reaper and Deneb. So cool fact here, Pearl. I've met Jack the Reaper. I've met him. I met him in Cebu. He says it's in the Philippines, an island in the Philippines. I went there and we hung out. We played some games. We went to a LAN, what do you call that? Like internet cafe, right? They call them something else in Korea. I forgot. But what do they call them? They have a different name for them. But anyway, we met at an internet cafe. We played a few games. Him and a couple other guys, StarCraft guys, because I messaged on the StarCraft group. Hey, who's around? Let's go hang out. Let's play some StarCraft. So we hung out. We played. So he's Jack the Reaper. True to his name, he likes Reapers. And then we had some special beef soup. He took me to this place with the guys. I have a video that I didn't prepare it, but we'll show it maybe during the break. I have a video of having soup with him and a few of the StarCraft guys. It was bonding, right? It was StarCraft bonding, so that's kind of cool. So that's who Jack the Reaper is. Deneb, I don't know him the first time I've seen him, but he's a Diamond player hoping to beat Jack the Reaper, who I think is Diamond, but maybe close to Masters. So I would put Jack the Reaper as favored here. PC Bangs, thank you, Malupet. That's what they called them in Korea, PC Bangs. That's right, I totally forgot. And I was in Korea at the PC Bangs too, so correct on that.
Showing some Cebu pride in the comments. That's really nice to see.
Yeah, there's some locals out there rooting for Cebu's JDR, as he's known, Jack the Reaper. And he actually has a cool intro. So wait till you guys see his intro. He also plays the guitar, so lots of cool things. I didn't get to talk to Deneb. If we had more time, we'd go get some personalities here. This is the opening season, right? So we're still getting a feel of this. But let me play DB's assessment, introduction of. Let's start with Jack the Reaper. So hang tight.
In Group A, from Cebu City, Cebu, is Jack the Reaper. Jack the Reaper is in the Diamond League, and he will be playing Terran today.
All right, thanks for that. And now, Deneb.
Also in Group A, from Cebu City, at 30 years old, in the Diamond League, playing with Zerg, is none other than Deneb.
There you go. Thanks for that intro. It looks like the game lobby is being created now, so we're close to starting this off. This time, the matchup, I didn't actually catch the matchup, but I'm looking at the lobby. It's Terran versus Zerg. Okay, so that's usually the really interesting high action, super action packed matchup, right? Terran versus Zerg. Lots of activity there. It's not usually like very passive. I don't know. You played Zerg, so you know you dealt with that in Wings of Liberty, right? I'm psyched to see this. Did you ever try Terran?
Sure haven't. Nope. Every time I try, I did accidentally win the first time I ever played Terran.
What'd
I
you
just
do?
made a bunch of tanks and
Oh,
greens,
okay.
and apparently that works. So, yeah. I've been there. I've tried them all.
I tried Terran, and it's by far my worst race because it's just so different. I just need more time in it. It's just, and you need to like be really microing a lot. Have high APM. My APM is pretty low for my level, right? It's really low, so it's just like it's too hard for me. We'll see. It just requires a lot of time and practicing 3 races. But yeah, I'm gonna stick to Protoss and Zerg right now, just enjoying them. And Terran, I'll just watch and admire the good players. And then my opponents that are Terran that's kicking my butt, I'll just hate them for the Reapers.
They do get a lot of hate, Terrans. I do have to give it to them. Terran is arguably, they're not a very popular race, but it's because they got it rough. They got it hard. So I'll give them that. I'm not a Terran, but I'll give them that.
All right, so now the players are hopped on. Here you go. We're gonna hop off the video now and show the real stars. There you go. That's them, guys. And they're muted, of course. And this is
Sidestorm Starcraft Season 1 Philippines.
Alright, guys. The Zerg player, the bottom right, he is
Deneb.
He's got his coffee and he's just chilling. And the Terran player, the guy from Cebu, actually both of them are from Cebu, but the Terran player here, he is
Jack D. Reaper.
There you go. That's Jack D. Reaper. Or Jack the Reaper, or kind of like a play on Jack the Ripper, right? The famous killer. So someone's asking on the chat, that's Pearlescent. Pearl, she's our host. She's not casting. I'm casting. This is Freedom as usual. Last week I had my brother help me cast. This time I'm solo casting. So I'll try my best. It's tougher to solo cast. As we've seen before, look at that. Pretty fast pool there for the Neb. Trying to be safe. Jack, the Reaper. Checking, as usual. He's probably gonna expand. Yeah, because he can just defend that with the Reaper. So, pretty cool. Waiting for that 400. There you go. He expands. He's gonna JDR. Let's call him JDR. He's gonna block the 3rd base for now. 6 lings for Deneb. Huh. 6 lings. I don't know about you guys, but when I play Zerg and I only use like 2 or 4. I don't like to go 6. I like to get a little bit more income. Obviously, if you're playing someone That's really good with Reapers. Maybe you may make 6. But this actually pays off because he delays both. He kills 2 SCVs, delays the command center. He's probably gonna get in here. Ooh, he chases, but he gets in. Kills a 3rd SCV. No, he doesn't. He just miscontrolled, but he may take a 3rd up here. If he can just get with 1 guy at the bottom. Can't get it, but not a good start for JDR. JDR has 2 injured SCVs. Roach Warren for Deneb. I think he smells blood. So perhaps he will keep going. If you think about it, there's no tech lab, so no tanks anytime soon, no banshees. Well, he doesn't make roaches, so it looks like he's just gonna chill. Take a 3rd. Oh, I thought he was gonna get in there for a second. I don't like this move for the Neb losing those, but at least he kept one of them for scouting purposes. Yeah, just chilling there, and there you go. Finally, we see the JDR Reaper. He's named after Baneling Nest for the Zerg. So pretty normal here, kind of like poking there and seeing what's up. But JDR is delayed, right? That attack delayed him quite a bit. Ooh, don't lose that Reaper now. Yeah, JDR's delayed. He does make the 2nd tank. That's just. It looks like he was trying to make his third command center. This Overlord's gonna see what's up. This Overlord's gonna clear that, but there's someone here, and okay, there you go. The Overlords here are gonna be taken care of by those guys. This Reaper, will he survive? No. You know, I said a lot of good things about JDR's Reaper, but not showing up so far. Got a Baneling Nest speed going, so he's got speed there. Is he? Yeah, did he see that it was actually bio? Yeah, it is bio. It's just very late. 3rd command center in the low ground. Roach is gonna look to do something, which they can't really do that much with these tanks here. Maybe they'll kill a deep. Oh, and there's a Banshee too, so definitely not much you can do. JDR is stabilizing. Jack the Reaper is stabilizing. He's even getting 2 engineering bays. He's looking for a longer game. You know, getting the upgrades. Yeah, we have a 30-second delay. Just FYI. It should be enough for games like this. We don't expect any stream cheating from these guys. But if they do, we're gonna permanently ban them. You don't want to stream cheat. 30-second stream cheat is not even worth it. Okay, so Banshee sees what's up, which won't do anything with these 2-3 tanks. Just kind of posturing here, there. 3rd expansion now for JDR getting in place. He's definitely trying to power up with the bio, with tanks and upgrades. Here's some links. Ooh, you can catch this tank. Nope, won't catch it. Lings are just flying around looking for something. But in the meantime, You know, more lings are coming out. Wow, this is a lot of lings. Denev has 57 workers, so he's not really trying to... macro, right? Is he falling behind on upgrades? He is. Look at these upgrades. He's gonna be so far behind, man. This is looking good for JDR. The upgrades are in his favor. And he's actually gonna push out now to prevent a fourth base and put pressure on the third, depending on the timing. Denev is making a lot of units though. That's a good news, but he just doesn't have the upgrade. Okay, so he's catching these reinforcing units. Oh, he's gonna lose a tank. He should pick that up. Oh, JDR does not pick it up. Oh no. Ooh, so this ends up to be a decent counterattack. Ooh, he didn't hit this main part here. Was that enough? 16 workers killed. Let's check out the units lost. Actually, Denev loses more total resources, so... And keep in mind, JDR has a higher supply and upgrades. Huge upgrade lead for him. Right? 1-1 already done. Meanwhile, Denev is 1-0. Still working on the next upgrade. Okay, let's zoom out and see the big attack. He's gonna set it up now. He has to crush this. Denev has to crush this. And he doesn't so far. In fact, he gets crushed. Oh, this is terrible spot to be in. Upgrade lead for... Oh, look at this tank. Oh, he's trying to do a wraparound. Wraparound, which is going to kill 2 tanks? 1 tank? That's it? Oh man, it's only a matter of time, guys. He's gonna lose this base. It's not like Denev has a 4th base. He's gonna be down to 2 bases with tanks breathing down his neck. The splits are okay, but at this point with the upgrade lead and tanks shelling on these guys, do you really have to split that much? JDR in his face. I think this is do it. Denev's trying to think of something, but what can you do at this point? There's not much you can do, guys. You're gonna need like 30 banelings maybe. That you hid for some reason. Denied on that upgrade. Denev's still trying. Unless Terran is on 1 base, you just lost. You just got critical damage done on you, so... Maybe Denev's thinking of, what should I do for the next game? Because he loses that 1 base. Denev, GG's out.
Jack D. Reaper.
That's right, Terran power, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Cebu matchup, because both of them, I hear, are from Cebu. JDR takes the Cebu matchup game 1. Alright, so we're gonna go game 2. Look at them, they're chilling. These are our players. Denev doesn't have his coffee this time. Jack the Reaper with the cool Terran shirt. Right now he's wearing a star shirt or something, I'm not quite sure. Or is it the Terran shirt? We can't see. Can't see it that much. And so waiting for game 2. Yeah, it is the Terran shirt. We just we'll show you guys. Look at that. That is the Terran shirt, guys. He's ready to show his Terran prowess there. Deneb trying to think of ways he can improve his game for game 2. The winner here faces Ender, so not really a enviable task. Ready for game 2, guys. They're thinking about what they're gonna do next. JDR with a 1-0 lead.
Storm StarCraft League Season 1 Philippines.
Alright. Top left, the Zerg player. And on the bottom right, taking game 1, representing the Terrans,
Jack the Reaper.
Alright, boys and girls. That was a relatively medium length game for Terran versus Zerg. Deneb had a nice lead there. Killed 3 SCVs. There's a little bit of jitters there for JDR. Look at the scouting pattern here. Looking for proxy reapers, perhaps. Or maybe floating Brax here. Deneb opens with a pool first once again. But this time, JDR knows that what happened last game. But the way he placed his barracks here, looks like he wants to add a reactor. So he's got to be careful that, there's not like a ton of links where the reactor is building. Because you can't repair it, right? Something that's building a reactor, an add-on, you can't repair and they can just bust through. So just be careful. Well, look at that. He does see it. He looks like he blocked the natural, so Deneb had to expand down here. So now he's just gonna chill. When are you taking your third, Mr. Zerg? 2 lings make their presence known. Deneb, unlike last game, is only gonna make 2. 2 links this time. Command center bunker coming up. There's a Reaper. He's gonna try to get some hits and probably finish off these guys. Or go directly to the base. So it looks like that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna directly go to the base. And he's actually seeing to see if there are any reinforcements. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I think that's what's happening. Because he went to the right and then he didn't go to the links right away. So that was a little odd. Maybe he wanted to see if there's anything else after that. Seeing nothing, he goes to defend. This time he won't lose the SCV. But he does lose a SCV. So, where's JDR's Reaper? Okay, there he is. He's gonna scout now. The 3rd hatchery is up for Deneb. Okay, he gets one. That's kind of like revenge from game 1. Looking for a second. I think he's gonna get it. Oh no. That's 2. He could actually gone. Yeah, he's gonna get that tumor. Oh, he doesn't target it. Okay, never mind. He doesn't get the tumor. I think he was targeting the drone. He's gonna hop in there. He might lose this Reaper. Oh, the Neb was moving. He was not attack moving. He would have killed that Reaper, guys. Oh, that's a big mistake. Always attack move, right, guys? So just droning. Normal stuff going on here. We're gonna get some action. Well, there's action. He tried to kill that. He tried to kill that guy, but it didn't work out. Well, now he's gonna really kill it with this Viking. Meanwhile, a little bit of pressure here. Ooh, it was lined up. Lined up, kills 4. Escapes without losing that Hellion. The Neb with the Evo and Banelings and Fast Layer. Is that Fast Layer? I think it's Fast Layer. I'm not quite sure. Don't quote me on that. 3rd CC for JDR. Worker count wise, man, JDR is ahead. What's going on here? Why is he ahead? Am I wrong? Isn't the Zerg supposed to be ahead with workers at this point? Was he just making too many buildings? I don't know what's going on. He does repair this, the Reapers. I mean, the Reapers, the Hellions. Yeah, we're playing all kinds of music here on this stream, guys. Especially music that isn't DMC'd. DMCA'd, I think that's the... Not Run DMC, but DMCA'd. Okay, a little bit of harassment here. You know, this Banshee thing is kind of interesting. Smartly gets out of there. These Lings don't really get much done, but does see a third CC, right? 3rd command center. Ooh, I thought the tank. Oh, he lifted the wrong. He lifted. What? He lifted the wrong command center, guys. Yeah, at least he didn't do what I do sometimes when I try to play Terran. Is I lift all my command centers somehow. I got them all hotkeyed and boom, they lifted. Now he knows about a 3rd, the Neb. Sees that. He does have layer up now, ready to go. Baneling speed, researching more Lings. Somewhat standard, although a little bit of a... Not a ton of action, right, so far. Closing this off. More Lings for Deneb. Okay, Deneb's looking like he wants to do something because he's not taking up 4th base. Oh, and this is open, guys. Late close here. Banelings. Kill 5. That's not too much. I don't know, Deneb so far still has lost more resources on these exchanges. Okay, there's a 4th base by Deneb. A little bit confused what Deneb's doing because he's making a ton of army, but then he decides to expand, so... Upgrades keep going here. Is Deneb... Okay, Deneb's upgrades are a little bit better in this game too, so that's good news. Ooh. Ooh, watch out, Terran. It's a dangerous world out there. Or maybe it's the other way around. Watch out, Zerg. Oh man. Okay, let's zoom out and see what the positioning is right now. That's a lot of lings, not enough banelings, and of course you're off creep, so it's pretty hard to control this area. Here comes the parade of Terran forces to this spot. This will just keep growing and growing, and if you're Zerg, you need to really either stop the reinforcements, which, you know, this tank is helping protect, or just crush this. It's gonna be hard, man. Look at the army count. It's pretty much Terran favored, right? They're ahead in the army count. They got the nice spread on the tanks. The banelings are here, but no support. Easy to shoot down. Oh, that was terrible. That was a terrible attack for him. Deneb is in trouble. He is close to what you call that, death. Loses that expansion. I think JDR saw this, but he's not pushing there yet. And that Banshee, you know, it was not a good fight for him. He was up there with banelings with no support. Deneb has 20 army supply, so he's like 4 times less. Deneb is trying to expand here. Jack the Reaper will then attack on this side next. And here comes another parade push. Although this is a Protoss song. There's the positioning. This is a Protoss song, but it's like, it's not the Golden Armada, it's the metallic army. I don't know. Maybe it's not metallic too, there's a lot of bio, so. Whatever, it's the Terran army. Deneb, about, you know, down to his last life in this matchup, right? It's a best of 3, but he's down 0-1, so he loses this, he'll go to the losers round. He's trying to cut off the reinforcements. There are 2 mines here. Draw some lings, which does kill a tank, but okay, here we go. The stab in the back, not much. Time's running out. I think this is where Deneb realizes I should have made more Banes, I should have made more lings. And maybe just all in him. I'm not sure. But it's not out yet. He's just going to the losers matchup. For now, JDR is gonna get the unenviable task of playing Ender in the winner's match. Okay, well, looks like the player cams are off. They're out and about. Guys, what was that? That was just rough, right? That was rough for Deneb. So we're gonna have the winner's match now. It's gonna be JDR versus Ender. You guys, you know, these are Cebu guys. But did you know? Hey, Pearl.
My bad.
Oh, yeah. How you doing? All right. So did you know that even though these guys are 2 Cebu guys and Ender's a Manila guy. Did you know that Ender was actually in Cebu for a little bit? Maybe a year? Practicing and training. So he was in that middle island in the Philippines, practicing and training. So Cebu's StarCraft scene is actually pretty good. They have a few Cebu players there, and Ender was there too. So, but yeah, so now we're gonna see Ender versus Jack the Reaper for the next match.
KJ, if you don't mind me hopping in here with a little bit of trivia. So you asked me earlier if I had done my homework, and so I've been really looking into these players, learning more about them. And according to Aligulac, Ender and Ender and JDR are rivals of one another. So I'm actually really
what does that mean?
looking forward. They are rivals. They are rivals. I'm not really sure. I think it just means that they play against each other the most. They have like a pretty even number of wins versus losses. Something along those lines. Not 100% sure how they do it, but they are officially rivals. So this is going to be an interesting matchup, I think.
Yeah, and it will be interesting. However, my prediction on this, and sorry to my buddy JDR there, this is going to be quick 2-0. Just because there's a huge difference here. Now, unless, like, what would you do as a Terran to upset Azure? What can you do? You can do proxy racks, right? Four racks, I've seen that. 3 racks Reaper, maybe some sort of Hellion timing that they don't scout, battle cruisers that they don't scout. But if you play a normal game, I don't think you have a chance, just because of the huge skill difference. And I played in some tournaments, and that's something you just know, right? And have you tried to play in some tournaments for fun and see, oh my gosh, my opponent's way better than me, right? So what do you go through in your head? What goes through in your head?
Personally, I just like to have fun with it. If I'm not going to win, might as well have a good time.
Oh, so you're not actually trying to win. You're just like, you know what? I'm just going to have fun and see what happens.
I would love to win, but if we're talking, we're talking like a double league skill gap. Yeah, sometimes it's just all about the fun.
Yeah,
see how much
fun. It's pretty unlikely. 2 league. 1 league is possible, right? And now
like two ranks or so. My bad, not leagues. I'm not talking about like diamond and diamond.
Well, that's what's happening here. According to the thing here, it says JDR is diamond. I think he's close to masters, but even so, if he's diamond right now, and there's a top grandmaster, it's such a huge difference, right? But if he does upset him, man, that would be something. I think. Anyway, we're just gonna watch and maybe maybe see some fun strategies. Have you ever played in some tournaments at all? Any lands? Have you tried?
No.
Not yet?
Nope, sure haven't. Not any land tournaments, no. Yeah.
There's Cheesadelphia here in the US, there's Storm Cup, there's a few other things. They had DreamHack, right? Atlanta, those kind of things. I played in Cheesadelphia a few times. I was there actually all in the beginning. Played there for a few times, right? The first one they had, the second one, and then I skipped the next 3. But after the first one, I was like, this is cool. I'm gonna make my own land too. So that's when Storm Cup started, right? But as far as I know, those are the lands. We used to have what's called DC land, which is Washington DC land, right? And I heard one of the people that was part of that was Greytorp. I don't know if you know who that is. He's one of the casters back in the day. There's quite a few people that were like local here in the DC area, right? So these are like the OG SC2 guys, and a lot of them, of course, they're no longer active, but it's just cool to see that there's a lot of roots here in DC. But anyway, I digress. Playing in LANs, you play better players. This is not a LAN, but it's still a competition. It's very different than just lathering, and you have to think about best of, right? Meaning, in game 1, if I show him this, maybe I'll do something in game 2 that's completely different and make him think it's the same. I don't know, right? I don't know. Competition is you try to win to. Some people find that fun, but you brought up something good there about just have fun. Like, what would you do?
That's the whole thing. Yeah, that's
you would cannon rush. What would you do? Like, if you want to have fun, what would you do?
Oh, something, the memeiest thing I could find. It would have to be, you know, a proxy of some sort. But I don't think I could proxy something normal. It would probably be like proxy carrier or proxy archon or
Proxy
you know,
Tempest or
whatever. Just
something. Yeah.
yeah,
That's
we're
cool.
gonna be 14 minutes into the game, but I'm gonna have a blast while I do it. So
Actually, now that I think about it, the Proxy Tempest or Proxy Void Ray is kind of popular. Have you been doing that at all?
yeah, well, I do proxy void ray regularly, but you know,
Nice.
you can pop those out by like about 3 minutes into the game or so. But if we're talking carriers here,
That's hard.
one
Yeah.
base proxy ain't gonna cut it.
Wow.
But you
Yeah.
know, if you're gonna have fun with it, you just gotta get as ridiculous as you possibly can. So
Well, you're friends with, you know, guys. We're gonna talk about some NA people here. So so Pearl, you're friends with Taldan, and I know he likes to cannon rush and do those kind of things, right? Did you get a few tips from him or any cool things you've been trying out?
he's been promising to coach me, and I'm gonna take him up on it someday. But
He has not
I
coached you?
feel like that's on me. If you're gonna cannon rush, you really have to get into the zen. So I'm just I'm
Yeah.
waiting for the day.
It's hard.
I'm
Cannon rushing is
waiting.
like.
I'm waiting for the day.
I don't mean cannon rushing is hard. I mean cannon rushing is hard in terms of doing it right. Right?
Cannon rushing is a state of mind. Cannon
It's a
rushing
state
is a
of
state of mind.
And you know, a lot of people hate cannon rushers too, so it's kind of funny that you gotta be ready. That's part of the state of mind of accepting it. So Mizelle, tell us how this is going for the next game. Let's go see. Actually, he's not even on the chat. So I'm gonna hop into there. Oh no, he has him ready. Okay, cool. He's getting it set up. All right, so we're just waiting for the invite. Guys, I'm predicting 2-0 and not a close game at all. And I like JDR. I don't know if you have a prediction. You don't know him that well, and you'll probably have to.
I don't. I always hope with like a glimmer in my eye that there will just be an upset of some sort. I'll put
we
it.
can make bets. How about that? If there's an upset in this game, no, it's a one-sided bet. Let's do this.
Okay. All right, let's do that.
If Ender loses a game at all, now he has 2 games here probably. So if he loses the series, then I just lose the bet, right? If I lose that, what do you think I should do? And if I win the bet, nothing. So there you go. It's a one-sided bet. Think of something.
All right.
Cool.
So if you lose the bet, I'm. Ooh. All right. Chat's gonna have to help us out with that one. Let's let chat brainstorm. Let's let chat marinate on
yeah,
that one.
let's give him some time.
Yeah. But back to my prediction. Just because I always, I got something in my heart for the underdog. I'm going to give it a 2-1. I think just something's going to happen. Terran's going to do some goofy magic and just pull it out of nowhere. And all of a sudden, maybe battle cruisers, and then let's see what happens.
So
but
I think Jack the Reaper will appreciate that vote of confidence from you. And if you ever make it to Cebu area, make sure he buys you that beef soup, right?
All right, what was that called again? Chat had it. Yeah, it was the
did chat say what it was?
No, that was PC bangs. Never mind. Completely unrelated.
Yeah, the beef soup. I think it's called. I forgot what it is, but chat can tell us that later. All right. The players are in discussion. I think they're doing. Maybe it is. They're doing the. Let's go take a look at the map picks. So we have this cool tool, guys. If you guys don't know, we have a cool tool, not rhymes, I know, that shows who picked what, right? What map, who picked what map to veto. And here it is. I have it up here. I'm gonna show it now. Hang tight. View map picks. Here, I'm gonna drag this guy and you guys will see it on the screen. And appreciate your patience on this. I'm doing the production too while this is happening. Let's see. Okay. So the cool thing here, we have this tool where you can see what they picked, and you can actually see it live as it happens. Of course, we already missed that, but there it is. So It looks like the vetoed maps are Ender vetoed Pillars of Gold. Let's look closer. Pillars of Gold here. And Romanticide. So I think the vetoes are ready. The map picks are ready to go. So we're just waiting for an invite. Not that, you know, the map picks are that interesting usually. But I was just trying to see, you know, if they're waiting on that. Right, so nothing too unusual here on the vetoes. Nothing too interesting. But I just wanted to talk about this cool tool that we have for this tournament, where you get to see who picked what, and you can see it live. They get a link each, and in fact we have a management thing here. We'll do this for all the tournaments where we have this showing up, and you can see. Look at that. This is cool, right? Pearl software.
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever seen this before. When you showed it to me today, I thought that's really interesting.
Yeah, we'll make some new cool software tools for the tournaments, and then maybe release that out to the public for fun. So this is also a testing ground for new software for StarCraft tournaments, right? And testing ground for this whole GSL inspired tournament. Now we're just trying out some things here, and this one I think is useful for the SCT.
The name of the game is innovation, folks. That's the name of the game we got going on here. Oh, hey, chat can't see it, but Jack the Reaper did just come on, and that is indeed a Terran jersey. You called it, KJ.
That's right. So
that is front and center.
There you go. There's JDR. We'll show him now. There, he's fixing his cam so then you can see the shirt. I actually have the Zerg shirt version of that. I bought one, and someone gifted me one, so I have two. And you know what I did? I bought my brothers and sister and my cousins the StarCraft shirt. I'll find a picture of that. I have all these things that I'm supposed to find for you, but so yeah. So that's the shirt that's standard. You can actually order that on eBay or Amazon. I swear, you know, if searching was easy on Facebook and Twitter, I'd pull it up right now, but it's not.
They can't make it easy for you. Can't do anything in a hurry these days.
Yeah, it's hard to do. You know, these kind of things you have to kind of prepare ahead of time. And production. Oh, there you go. There's Ender. So as soon as the game starts, we're gonna hop off. But for now, we're just gonna look at him. He doesn't seem amused.
I think he just realized that we could see him eating.
He's gonna be eating his real food, and then he'll be eating his opponents. Like, and on the menu is a
one step at a time. Yeah, it's a regimented diet.
I don't work out. That's his shirt. He doesn't. I level up. You see that shirt he has. Right, see, I'll zoom in there for you guys. It's a little bit pixelated. There you go. It's connection sometimes, right? But it says I don't work out. I level up. Meanwhile, JDR just chilling like a villain, looking for an upset. You know what time it is in the Philippines? It's actually noon in the Philippines, like 12:20 a.m. there. So these guys are having their lunch and getting all set up. But anyway, guys, they're ready, so we're gonna hop on the game. See you guys later. So we'll mute out and get the video out. So let's hop on the game. There you go.
Storm StarCraft League Season 1 Philippines.
Alright, guys. The bottom right, he is looking for an upset. He is.
Jack the Reaper.
And the champ. Did you know he won StarCraft's first gold medal ever? The Zerg player.
Ender.
Okay, guys. I don't expect JDR to cheese in this first game. Maybe Ender expects a cheese, so he pulls first. The Overlord scouting pattern seems pretty normal. He's not looking for proxies per se. Huh. There you go, he's gonna expand. JDR has a chance to block it, but he does not block the drone. JDR is going to patrol to see what comes out there next, but I don't expect Ender to do a super early cheese. He'll probably do some sort of 3-base timing. He does have 4 lings that he makes, and that's going to take care of this SCV. He's going to survive a little bit longer, but the JDR Reaper is out, so get out. No speed for a little while, so he's bold. That's a bold Reaper right now. No third base yet for Ender. I'm surprised he actually didn't do that fast third base thing, but he's playing pretty safe. Because you know you can actually get a drone out to get that hatchery, the third hatchery right away, even before the Reaper comes out. But you know, he is getting fast lair, so he's gonna get 2-base what? So 2-base Mutas. 2-base Roaches. What's he doing? 2-base Tonitis? In the meantime, JDR is still pretty normal here. Closes it just in time. There's only 1 Marine there, so I didn't kill it right away, but here come the Hellions. Still no third base. Okay, there's the Roaches. I think he's gonna do a Nidus, guys. He's not taking a third base. Oh, he's going Spire. Okay, so it's 2-base Spire. You know, JDR will see this. He will see that there is no third base. So, if that's the case, he should scan, defend a little bit, maybe get a third command center inside, float it down later. Yeah, JDR now knows. He sees no third base still. He should scan. What's he doing? Okay, he has a third base safely tucked in there. More barracks. He doesn't know it's mutas yet, guys. There is the third base. It's very late, of course. Very late. Oh, will he see this? Will he see this Spire, guys? He doesn't see it yet. See that? He does not see it yet. And won't see it anytime. He does see a Roach Warren, so, but he hasn't seen any Roaches, so he sees the really late third base. Ender with a 10 worker lead already, despite going 2-base. And there's the Mutas. Muta's presence is felt. And now, let's see JDR's defense. He pulls the Marines up here. He's now just making a turret. The Muta's looking for whatever it can take. Oh, free tank. A free tank. He saves that for later. Kills that tank. Kills the 2 Marines. What else can we pick off? There's not even that many Marines. You can actually pick them up one by one if you want. He is upgrading air attack. More Mutas, and he's cleared out the rocks here. The Marines are here, but, you know, I don't think they can even take the Mutas head on anyway, but Ender plays safe, goes back. Doesn't take a third. Okay, well, he's just flying around here, making sure that we're cool. JDR was trying, I think he was trying to expand, but maybe he changed his mind, I'm not sure. Okay, he's gonna, okay, the Mutas are coming back here on this right side. There's one, 2 turrets, but even then, that's not enough. Jack the Reaper is trying to expand here. He desperately needs a third, right? More Mutas, more Lings, more upgrades. Oh, that stim. You know, every time you stim, you lose health. Finally, a medevac comes here to try to help out. Help heal. There's a huge contingent here of Zerg. And I think it's gonna wipe out this army with the Lings too. Oh man, he's getting overrun. Lucky for him, he didn't actually float the command center there, so he won't lose the command center. He's boldly moving out here, but there's a huge Zerg swarm out here. He does not know that, of course, because we are hackers, we're the observers. 5 hatcheries now for the Zerg. Only getting worse, and this is what I was saying, you know, I think if you try to play a macro game against someone that's much better than you, you really can't. I think you have to go with the timing. They'll just harass you, out-expand you, and no chance there, right? Just, their macro is just gonna be better. Anyway, here's some action where JDR is looking to hit back. Oh, he backs off. I thought he was gonna pick up and drop. Dropping is a very dangerous. Oh, unsieged. But even if there's siege, did it matter? Loses what, 3-4 tanks there? If your opponent is going Muta Ling Bane, you're gonna need some mines. Tanks are good for Roach and maybe Hydras, but you know, I think you need to switch on over to mines. And he is making, see, is he making mines? No, he stopped making. Okay, here's the big fight. I think this is it. He doesn't have much in, and that'll be GG, guys. And the winner of game 1 so far,
Ender.
there you go. Ender with game 1. Jack the Reaper is thinking about it. Don't play the game the same way you played everyone else. This guy's just gonna out-macro you, outproduce you. That 2 base Muta opener. killing 5-6 tanks right off the bat. The tanks were pretty worthless there, right? If you think about it. Definitely gotta go mines. The new meta that I've heard about is drilling claws, mines, lots of double factory, right? And lots of barracks against Zerg. That's what I heard. And Uternal went over it in a YouTube video. You can look it up. And the one who innovated that was, I think, Cure. So you guys can check that out. But Ender one game away from advancing and finishing this up. It's gonna be... He might even eat lunch while playing. As in making drones, spreading creep, taking bites of his lunch. Right. So I don't think he'll be challenged until he faces the other guys like Nax and Phoenix and maybe even the legend Steelheart. There you go. JDR waiting for him so he can start this match. I don't think he sees. We're waiting on you, bro. Maybe you can message him on the name. JDR waiting on you. Well, we're just gonna start. Then he'll just see. Right? Look at Ender eating his lunch. Just chilling. All a good day's work.
Storm StarCraft League Season 1 Philippines.
Okay guys, the top left, the champ of the Philippines, he is
Ender.
And on the bottom right, the Terran looking for an upset. This is his last chance to upset.
Jack D. Reaper.
Alright, Jack the Reaper. This is the map to do it. It's a small map, so you can get to him faster. Do some all-in for us. You know what, Ender's so confident this time. He's like, you know what, these guys are not cheesing me. I'm gonna hatch first. And this was actually the opportunity to cheese this guy. Hatch first. Let's see how greedy he is. Makes more drones. Probably will make gas first. This was the chance, guys. Instead, he's the one that's worried about Ender cheesing. See, like I said, look at that. He gets the gas. Then he finally gets the pool. You know, you gotta take advantage of your opponent. Of course, he didn't know if Ender would do this, right? He doesn't. Because Ender's been opening pool first, so it's calculated risk by Ender. However, honestly, if JDR here plays normal again, I'll be disappointed. It's like, oh, let me just practice against a top player and just see how I compare. I know I lose, but at least I get to practice. So, I mean, he's basically not playing to win if he's gonna do the exact same thing, right? JDR is now scouting around. Reaper is out. Still pretty standard. I'm not seeing anything out of the ordinary. There is a block of the third. Ooh. Almost got an Ender drone. hops up here and sees, okay. I think he could have gotten that drone, but he backed off. Nothing here. It's not getting anything yet. You delayed the hatchery, but that's it. More links for Ender, but as far as this game is going, there's nothing unusual. 1-1-1. That Reaper is about to die, and that's it. The Lings are looking to do something, but there is a bunker. He'll take a depot, no cancel there. Take a few more drones to SCVs I mean. Or not. Okay, so just that one SCV and a depot, no cancel. Runs away. Viking. Man, this is the exact same build. Viking. We're gonna have to ask him later if he wins, if we want to interview. The scan by JDR sees the Roach Warren. Roach is coming out. He does have a tank coming out. There's the Roach pressure with Queens. Okay. Alright guys, he's gonna walk Queens and kill him with Roachling Ravager. He doesn't have a scout on the high ground against Jack the Reaper's tank. So that's good. So that's the good thing about this Viking, guys. This tank will continuously shell. So actually, this may be JDR's chance to win the game. If Mr. Caviar here forces his way. But he doesn't. He actually drones up. He smartly goes back. And he's just going to take what he can get. So never mind. You know, Cav, aka Ender, is not going to force it and lose the game because he's like, So he's just going to take what he can get with these Ravagers. By biling what he can bile outside the tank range. Free damage. Right? There is a Banshee out. Shoo him away. Okay, well. Now what? It's as if JDR really just wants to play a normal game. I don't care how good you are, man. I'm gonna play you normal. I won't win, but I'll play you normal. I don't care. That's JDR for you. So he's somewhat predictable. But maybe he's doing this on purpose so he can hide his strategies for later. What's the point? Maybe that's a thing that we're not thinking about, right? Maybe that's what we're not thinking about. Giving him credit for hiding his strategies for later. What's the point of using up your timing strategies, etc. against Ender? You're gonna lose anyway. I guess that's what he's thinking. He's like, forget it. I'm just gonna play completely standard. So maybe that's what he's doing. Me personally, I always want to win no matter who it is, and try and use all my life, use up all my builds, but he is who he is. So Ender sees that, gonna macro out, get a sure win. JDR playing as if, you know, just a normal guy, no big deal. He has a lot of tanks again. And actually, it is much better he's got tanks because this is not a Muta game. Although, as I say that, the Spire drops, right? But if he hits before the Spire's there, then it's not a mutagame. Then maybe, just maybe, he has enough Bioforce. Here it is. He's gonna try to draw him, but you know, Ender's not gonna fall for that. You know, he had a chance to clear up the street, but he kind of pulled up over this side. Ender's gonna go for a surround. Right? Maybe JDR senses that. Ender splits up. Four racks, no fourth command center. A second factory. Okay, there's the situation here. This is not the Nev you're playing. You know, you can't bully your way like you did. This is a different Zerg. I mean, he is conservative. Here's a run. Here's a counterattack. Not gonna do too much. Here's the attack up front. The tanks are alone. He takes care of all of them but one. And look at this creep spread, guys. Oh, man. He has one tank, guys. He's gonna need some Banes or something, too. It's like, where's the rest of his army? There it is. Ender's playing safe while he grows his Zerg Empire. Okay, he does have mines now, but I don't know. It feels as if the mines did more damage to his own guys. And we're about close here for the end of this series, and Ender moving on. He's breached the Terran base. His mutas are fighting directly over the Marines. Couple Marines left. There was a drop here. Nice job. But, oh, did he just F2? He wasted all that. It was a nice drop. It made Ender go back home, but it's double the supply, guys. More than double the supply. Well, not more than now. Yeah, let's zoom out a little bit and see. And their backs off again. Regrouping. There's the Banelings. It's all a matter of time till Ender decides, I've had enough, I'm just gonna kill you. Now the mutas are gonna make short work of all these things that are exposed. He'll kill this command center. And with that, no more chances. Ender, as expected.
Ender
moves on. There you go. Nice try. I don't know if we can do an interview real quick. admins? If so,
Yeah, yes, here.
let's
Hi,
do
Ender.
that.
Hello.
Let's do that. Hey, Cav, Ender, congrats. Good seeing you again.
Hi, Carl. Hi, Carl.
And this is Pearl. She's our Guri. And
Hello.
it's her job to interview you. Take it away.
Sure is. All right. Well, how was that lunch? What are you having for what are you having for lunch there? And we're all just curious what you're eating.
I'm having Popeyes chicken with spaghetti.
Well, that actually sounds really good. All right. Well, so eating and you got to save some space for, shoving it in there, but you seemed really cool and like calm and collected through all of that. So, how are you feeling? You feeling pretty good or
Yeah, feeling good.
you have this very calm demeanor about you, so it seemed like, we were expecting the 2-0 there. So, yeah. KJ, do you have anything?
Cav, have you been practicing a lot? What's going on with you these days? I mean, just there's no giant tournaments lately, right? What have you been doing for yourself?
Yeah, I'm not practicing that much.
Okay, do you hear
Playing
that,
a
guys?
lot more other games.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I'm looking to practice again on January.
Okay, so he's on a break, guys. It's Christmas break. He's just relaxed. The EPT and all that, you plan on competing in January. Maybe make the Katowice tournament, perhaps.
Yeah, hopefully.
Cool. Well, congratulations. Is there anything you want to mention about what your plans are with Liab? If there's any StarCraft related things you're looking forward to? Anything you want to say to your SC2 fans that really want to know what's up with Ender?
I think I'm close to graduating and I'll be focusing again to StarCraft, I think, or maybe get a job. I'm not still sure. Either I'll full time again or get work while being a pro. So we'll see.
Great. Yeah, and good luck to you. I know you're in the software field, right? So I think
Yeah.
you'll do well there. Both things are analytical. Well, thanks for the games. Congrats, and we'll see you in round of 16.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. All right, guys. So that's Mr. Cav. He is a student. He's about to graduate, as he mentioned, and now he's gonna hop off, and we'll have a chat with the admins. I think we have our losers match though next. So let's see what that is about.
It's looking like Deneb and Artanis in for the losers match.
Yeah, Deneb and Artan is for the losers match. So what do you? That one is a little bit, I don't know who's gonna win that, just because. Well, actually, Artanis is a masters. I think Ender doesn't know how to do the thing. He's still eating. That's kind of funny. So, all right. So Deneb and Artanis.
Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. You're optional. You're welcome to stay and hang out, Cav. In fact,
Should I go now? Should I go now?
No, you can chill, hang out. You're like SC2 guy here, right? You can hang out as much as you want or leave. It's up to you. We just weren't sure. We don't want to not acknowledge your presence, so.
But I think I'll go now.
All right. Thanks, Cav. Good luck. Have fun.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. All right, there you go. So we got Mr. Mizel now. And that's Deneb. Okay, yeah. So that's Deneb. Deneb's hopped on. And Deneb is a diamond player, and he's going to be facing Artanis, who's master. So he's obviously favored, but not as big of a mismatch as the last one, right? Just because everyone against Ender in this Philippines league is a huge mismatch. Maybe not against Nux, but anyway, we got Artanis and Deneb. We saw them play earlier. Did you catch any of their games, Pearl? As far as anything interesting or?
Sorry.
No
Can you
problem.
come again with that question?
Did you catch anything interesting about these guys, how they play? Or it looks pretty standard, right?
Yeah, it's looking like, well, yeah, I think it was mostly defensive coming from Artanis going up against Ender there. So we'll see
Yeah,
if
it's
maybe
hard.
he can pull out some aggression or, yeah, let's see
Yeah,
what they got up their
I'm
sleeves.
favoring Mr. Artanis here. Another 2-0. So far, all the 2-0s, that's my guess here. But we'll see. And I know you're going to look for an upset. So I know it's going to be 2-1 from you, right?
I will throw the 2-1 into the hat just because,
Gotcha. All right,
I have to cheer for the underdog.
Alright, so the winner here will face Jack the Reaper for the final spot. And my pick is 2-0 for Artanis. We got Deneb here looking to prove me wrong. We're ready to go. Admins, man. Here it is. Okay. We got invited to the lobby. They're all set. Didn't get to load the map picks, but either way, the first map is Death Aura. Here, it's gonna be Protoss and Zerg again. Artanis got a little bit of practice playing the top Zerg that is Ender. Now he's gonna play Deneb, so a little bit more relaxing for him, but still stressful because it's still StarCraft, right? Yeah, so we'll just wait. I think we're good to go. We're just waiting in the lobby, and the game's gonna start. So we'll hop off and let them have their turn on the camera. Okay, guys, it's Artanis and Deneb here in
Storm StarCraft League Season 1 Philippines.
Alright, guys. The top left player, the Zerg player, he is
Deneb.
And the bottom right, he's favored in this matchup, but you never know. He is
Artanis.
And what's going on here, guys? What's he doing? Low ground expansion, of course, with the gateway. So after you drop the gateway, you go scout as Protoss to see if the Zerg is cheesing you. In this game, Deneb is not. Went hatch first. There's the pool. This makes you feel good as Protoss. There's the pool. It's not super early. He should be getting his Nexus at home, but actually he opts for, yeah, okay, so there. I was gonna say, I thought he was gonna opt for getting the Cyber first. He gets the Nexus. Gets the Nexus first. Then he's gonna flop down the Cyber and then the Pylon, so he's not supply block. Pretty standard stuff for Protoss. Meanwhile, Deneb hovering over his hatchery, the Overlord, to make sure he's not getting cannon rushed. No scout for him except for the Overlord, so he doesn't know what's up yet. There's the second gas. And the second pylon back here. The scout by Artanis, actually. Again. He's gonna hang out here probably to, to see when the third... No, he's gonna check. He's gonna check back and forth to the 2 third base locations. He'll run into the 4 link. Now he should be going home because they actually have a chance to survive if they go home now. There's no speed yet. And this Reaper right here, this Adept should protect that probe should he make it inside the base. But there is a Stalker being pronoed, hoping to catch this errant overlord, right? The overlord is very bold, hopping off like that. I mean, although he is he's in the corner, he can kind of escape on that side. As I mentioned, the probe survives, and that probe is... There you go. The probe, as if it's scouting for the overlord, right? Spotting for the stalker, but on high ground, the stalker doesn't need it. And oh, there's a bit of a mistake here with this probe. More lings here to try to do some pressure, but don't see him doing too much. Oh, roach for Mr. Deneb. Okay, he's not gonna macro out of this. He's looking to win. He knows how good Artanis is. There is a Stargate and an Oracle. He'll spot these lings. He doesn't care. They're just lings. It's not that big of a deal. But the problem is this. This is the problem. Does he has a Void Ray coming out. So how much damage is he gonna take? He knows about it now. He closes with another shield battery. That guy survives longer. He has not triggered the overcharge yet. He adds another shield battery, but he only has one pylon. If he had made like Ravagers, maybe he could have busted, but he didn't. And he may take this Cyber with him. Okay, he busts through. But I don't think he's gonna do anything else. So a little bit of a probe pool here. Make sure he's safe. There's more lings here, and they're not actually joining the action just yet. Oh, and that's a mistake. If he had gone in, they would have joined the action. He's denied entry. But he is gonna kill this gateway, this cyber core. So good force field there. There's a few links get through. I don't think he's done enough, guys. He only has 23 workers. 36 workers for Artanis. After he cleans this up, he is way ahead. More links coming in. And the worse it gets, as there are more units here. 2 Void Rays now. Nothing that shoots up. Yeah, I think this is the case. He does expand his third base, but he's way behind. 26 workers to 40. Right? This is when an all-in goes wrong. And guess what? This is GG, guys. 26-42. He's not gonna GG just yet. We saw him, down to 1 base against the Terran push of JDR, so he's gonna stay a bit longer. But this is, all intents and purposes, game over, right? What? he pulled thinking, but there's no energy on this guy, so. And here's the Void Rays. Does he even have an answer for these Void Rays? There's 3 Void Rays. There's 2.5 Queens. He doesn't even have an answer for these Void Rays. These 2 Queens ain't cutting it. Yikes. Meanwhile, Artanis expands. Huge lead now. Ooh, he might lose his... Nope, he doesn't. His control is pretty good, guys. This Void Ray is vulnerable. It's right up front. Let's see he micros it back. He's on point right now. On point with what he needs to do. A 4th Void Ray. These lings are useless. What can it do? Not much. Like 6 lings. So many Void Rays now. He's gonna punish him. He's punishing him for that. Roachling, Ravager, all in. It's an all. That's why they call it an all in, right? You're just so far behind. He's still down. 57-36. Yeah, he drones up a little bit here, but look, dude. There's 4 Void Rays. He has no anti-air other than queens. Like, how many queens does he have? He has 5 queens versus 5 Void Rays. That's not a good sign. And the queens have to inject. This is the run by. This is like the budget Raynor run by right here. There's only 6 links. That ain't gonna do nothing. I guess Protoss is waiting for +1 to attack. He doesn't have charge, so but he's making Zealots. There, we missed a stasis thing here, so that did a bit of damage. 12 kills on this Oracle, and stasis continuing to pay dividends. And the Nev does not put these guys back yet. He's a little bit distracted. He finally does. Here comes the Protoss looking to move in and kill this base, probably. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Alright, guys. Ooh, the Oracle does go down. We just missed it. But this base is gonna go down. You know, Artanis has doubled the army supply. And he's just gonna GG out. GG. And the winner of game 1.
Artanis.
Okay, so game 1 goes to Artanis. My predictions have been on point, guys. But can Deneb prove me wrong? Will he take a game here? Because I predicted 2-0. Will he take a game and maybe even win the whole, the match? What is Deneb thinking right now? He is 1 game away from dropping out of the round of 32, being eliminated. Right? What could he have done better on that Roach Ling push? Do it earlier, maybe? Bust out. I really think he should have done a Ravager. Bust out that 1 pylon. Then he could, go in there with all his army. But either way, didn't work out. Stargate Opener is really fantastic for defending those kind of things. Anyway, guys, we're gonna hop into game 2. This is
Storm StarCraft League Season 1 Philippines.
Alright. Taking game 1, the Protoss player, he is
Artanis.
And we got the Zerg player. 1 game from elimination. Can he stay alive? He is
Deneb.
Oh! See, that's what I'm talking about. You should do something different. He is going to steal both gases. That's what I'm talking about, guys. You can't play standard all the time, expect to win. Unless your stats, or showtime, or innovation maybe. And now we got some action here. The double gas steal by Deneb. Loving it. But, as cool as that is, what's his plan? I mean, he still hasn't gotten a third. He's not doing tech advantage by expanding. Now he's gonna be even like pylon blocked here. What was the plan there? I don't know what his plan was. Not much from that. Well, he does delay the gases. Artanis takes, blocks the third base with a pylon. Deneb is still gasless, by the way, guys. So I guess that was his plan. But if you're gonna go gasless, you should probably take a third base faster than this. There's the 4 lings. One of them goes back to finish off this probe, maybe, if he can. The good news for him, Artanis has not expanded until now. So a little bit late. But Artanis still has the worker lead, even after all that. Well, but then again, he did donate 2 drones for... 2 drones for stealing the gases. Double Adept coming out. That's gonna be a pain, guys. Not much from that. Double Adepts, guys. Okay, he's gonna wait. There's a lot of lings on the... Well, not a lot of lings on the map. Just some lings. He's actually not gonna harass with these. I'm surprised, because I think... Me personally, I would have sent these 2 Adepts to do some damage. Especially knowing that the Zerg had late speed, right? Okay, guys. Third base at here, at the front for Deneb. I mean, that usually signals he's gonna push out with some roaches. But, I don't know. I don't know what his plan is, Deneb here, right? He went gasless with a gas steal. He's still behind on workers after all this, right? So, but now he's in trouble. There's 4 Adepts coming his way. He doesn't even have speed. That's gonna be a pain in the butt to deal with. The good news is, it's not like he has workers anyway. Look at that. Meager 6 workers here. Guys, the Nev is getting, falling further and further behind. There's the problem. Now he's forced to make all these lings. And he still loses. This is like the worst scenario, right? You didn't have the lings, so you're forced to make lings. You still lose the drone. But then you have all these lings that you can't really use yet. They were better being drones. So if you know what I mean? That's the problem with that. Oh, and that dev is still there. 7 workers killed. 21 to 36 worker difference. It's really bad. Really bad situation. Deneb is on his last legs, really. I know the game just started, I know it's 5 minutes left, but at this level of play from Artanis, he's gonna cruise into crushing the Zerg. He has the lead, he's gonna get Glaive Adepts. Glaive Adepts coming. Lair for Deneb. He's not even saturated in this main base. So really looking grim for Deneb. 29 workers at 6 minutes, guys. And look at this Neeb special. A ton of Adepts. This is going to end the game, guys. I think he'll just realize. Now he's droning. So he's got it backwards. All these queens are gonna go down. It's only a matter of time. He's not even afraid of what comes out of these hatcheries. There's so many adepts here. Roach slings coming out, yeah, great, but you know what? You can actually just focus on this hatchery and finish it off. And then maybe shade in and do more stuff if you want. Yeah, he's gonna kill. Oh, he doesn't actually kill this. I'm surprised. He was fighting, but he could have killed this. But doesn't matter. He's gonna hop in the base, split up, and kill more as much as he wants. This guy's killing more. 6 more workers killed. He's down. So many workers already. Kills that queen. He'll finish off this hatchery. Time is running out for Deneb. He's about to be eliminated in PSL Season 1. Artanis doesn't even have to expand. 21 workers killed, 43 to 18 workers and more getting killed. 25 workers killed, 15 workers to 43. It's really a massacre of workers at this point, guys. And last ditch effort for Deneb is just to go. Just to go. This is it. This is his Hail Mary play. Can he pull it off? Artanis, seeing this counter, which, you know, he has 18 workers. What can he really do after this? So many adepts here. Even, yeah, he avoids the bile. Very smart move there. This is Deneb's last chance. I'm surprised he actually droned up to 5 more workers. He is very all in. 5 workers won't make a difference. He is droning up behind this. This is kind of funny. But there are adepts here to reclaim the workers. It's like, oh, I see you were droning again. Oh, let me defend at home and kill more workers. Bring you back down to 15 where I saw you last. There's the adepts. Guess gonna kill that queen. Gonna run out of steam here. The adepts are gonna wipe out all the workers again. Back to 16, 15 workers as we had seen last time. Now we'll just focus on there. We know the workers are all dying. And that's going to do it, guys. The winner. Is Artanis. And he'll move on to face the winner's match. JDR waiting. Deneb is out. Nice try. And we'll get the next game settled. Next game set up.
I think Deneb is here with us now.
Hey, we don't usually interview after a match, but it's good to see you. At least see your thoughts on this. How you doing? Can you hear us?
Hello, hello.
Hey. So,
Hey.
you know, how was your first experience playing in... Well, actually, it's everybody's first experience. What's it like for you playing in this type of tournament?
Good, good. It's very good. I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it? Cool. Did you prepare for this tournament? Or just, you know, you had Group A, so you didn't have a whole lot of time to prepare, right? You did the qualifiers, and then you're here now, only a few days later. Did you practice? Did you prepare anything? Like what was going through
Yeah,
your mind?
yeah, I practiced and we drank last night,
Oh,
so
okay.
to
There you go.
prepare.
There you go. That's good preparation. You go drinking, practice, and go drinking. StarCraft and drinks, right? Um,
Yeah,
yeah. So, did you have fun? That's the most important question here.
yeah, it's awesome. We should
Okay.
do this again.
Yeah, well, this is season 1, so hopefully in season 2. But thanks for doing the qualifiers, and thanks for playing here in round of 32, and maybe we'll see you again in the future.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
All right.
It's an honor.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so thanks, Deneb. And
Thanks.
now we'll get the next game set up. There you go. So let's take a look at the maps for the next game. Do they even have their map picks? Let's see, guys. Hold on. Okay. It's gonna be Jack the Reaper versus Artanis for the final match. So this is the final match of the night, guys, and then we're moving on to Group B. While we wait for that, right? This is Group A. You know, for the match tomorrow is Group B. That's gonna be kind of cool to see too. And let's take a preview while we wait. While we wait for that, Group B. There's Group B. We will see arguably the second best player in the Philippines play, and that's Nux. He'll be facing Pose, Pangs, and Semper in Group B. Well, two of them, not all three of that. So yeah, that's tomorrow. That's actually only in 9 hours. So after this match, I'm going to sleep, and then, you know, we'll see you guys for that match for Group B. But yeah, that's what's coming up next. But back to Group A. You know, Deneb is out. And the next player to advance, we'll find out between Artanis and Jack the Reaper. You know, in the meantime, guys, I'm going to play a video from our sponsor. We haven't done that all night, actually, now that I think about it, guys. But we'll do that. It's been completely busy set of games, right? Although they're all like 2-0s, right? If you guys notice, the games were all 2-0s. And you know, it was as I expected on a few of them. Deneb, you know, tried to put up a fight there, but you know, it's just, you can see the difference levels of the production and the macro and all that. It just was not enough. The defense was solid. So what can you do at that point, right? Anyway, guys, we're gonna play a little bit of an ad while we wait. So we'll be right back on this one. You guys can see the whole screen here. There you go. We're not getting the audio on this, but this is Lanix US, guys, one of our sponsors. Check them out. They do mobile app development, custom solutions. You guys can see my Spotify, which is kind of funny. Some technical staffing, right? Check them out at lanixus.com, guys. Now let's check on our last match with our admins. How's it going, admins?
Hi. They're just picking the maps now.
Okay, they're picking the maps. All right, so let's show the maps. Let's see. It should be, yep, Deneb and... Oh, you don't have it on the map picker.
Hold on, let me send you the link.
Okay, so we'll get the link from that, because usually you would see that here. I didn't see it. Oh, I see it now. Never mind, I see it. Okay, there you go, guys. All right, let's take a look at the map picks. It was just not ordered the way that we expected, but you guys can see how as they make the map picks on this tool that we got here. The vetoes: Romanticide Jagannatha, Pillars of Gold, and Submarine. Game 1 pick by Jack the Reaper is Death Aura. Let's see what Game 2 pick is. And then when Pearl comes back, we can chat with her about a few things here. Meanwhile, we wait for the map. Oh, there you go. She's back. Backstreet.
Yeah, I've been here. Sorry,
Oh,
I was just waiting to hear my name.
Okay,
Yeah.
no problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
So we got the picks here happening as we speak. One thing I wanted to kind of talk about. Did you know Ender was the first, and you might have heard that on the cast, first ever gold medal winner for StarCraft 2?
I sure did. In fact, it was a discrepancy because everybody thought it was Scarlet, but it turns out that was not an official Olympic sanctioned gold medal.
Exactly.
So it did, yeah.
It was an event for leading up to the Olympics. And I didn't know this. You know who told me? It was, if you know Uthermal, who's a pro player.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I was at Cheesadelphia, and I'm sitting there, and he's like, did you know who's the first StarCraft 2 player, gold medal player? So, I don't know, Scarlet? He's like, nope, it's Ender. I was like, what? I was like, oh, that's right. So yeah, I was there talking with him, and Jon Snow and TLO were there. And so I didn't know that, and I looked it up, and sure enough, that's the case. So yeah, that's a pretty cool, interesting trivia. And you actually knew about the officialness of the medals, huh? I didn't know that.
I found this out about 2 hours ago.
Why did you start reading? you were researching.
Well, I accidentally ended up on some random team's Wikipedia page, and then there was a link and another link, and then next thing I knew, I was reading about Ender's gold medal. So yeah, it's
there you go.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah, it's good to know. You can see here they have their map picks, so when we get invited, we'll hop into the final game. All 2-0 so far.
I was expecting this, to give me all those 2-1 predictions I put in. I was really hoping that someone would come through for me, but it just hasn't happened yet. We'll see. We'll see this one.
Let's see if my picks are still good, right? I've been very lucky that all my picks have been right. This is the last one. It's Jack the Reaper versus Artanis. My prediction is 2-0 Artanis. What say you, Pearl?
I think I'm gonna have to agree with you this one too. Only because we're going with the theme. We're going with the theme here. It's been 2-0, 2-0, 2-0 all night. I'm thinking that this is gonna.
You might as well go with the group, go with the flow. If you can't beat them, join them. Right? There's a lot of cliches that we can say about all that. Right? Okay. I don't blame you. It happens. We see a trend. It's like in Vegas. I don't know if you ever gamble. For fun, of course. But if you gamble, you do like roulette. Red keeps hitting. Red keeps hitting. You know what? Maybe I'll just do red. There's a streak, right? So maybe it's one of those things. My prediction. And we're hopping on to the game. The final game. Let's go, Pearl. Let's get this run right. We're not rooting against you, JDR. We're just rooting for the pick. All right, we'll be hopping off now and letting the players get the view. Okay, guys. Let's see these cameras on for these players. We're waiting on them. The admins are setting that up. There you go. There's one of them. We saw him earlier. With the infamous shirt. The one we bet against. That makes me want to order that shirt now. Now we gotta see Mr. Artanis, the Protoss 4-Ire. Protoss 4-Ire representative. Getting his camera set up. There he is. Loading up now. Artanis is good to go. The lobby is set. We're hopping on to the final match. The final match of the opening night of PSL. This is Group A. Winner advances to the round of 16. Guys, final game.
Sidestorm StarCraft League Season 1 abilities.
The top left player, the Protoss player. He is
Artanis.
And we have the Terran representative, named after the serial killer back in the UK, maybe about 100 years ago.
Jack D. Reaper.
Okay, so maybe he's not named after the serial killer. He's you know, it's a play on the guy's name, given he's a Reaper fan. It's very clever. I think this is one of the better names in StarCraft 2, to be honest. Both of them are scouting, respecting each other. No shenanigans. If you're gonna take the shirt, if you want that shirt, you're gonna have to take it away from JDR. It's his prized possession as the... Ooh, is this pro gonna... Nope, nope. It's his prized possession as a Terran player. There's the Reaper. Expansion. All standard, guys. So far. But guess what? Jack the Reaper avoids detection, is hiding here. He's gonna scout right after. Meanwhile, the probe goes here on the right side. And the Reaper looking to kill it. Wow, that's a really fast shield battery, but I guess he's gonna go across the map. So he made a shield battery to be safe against the Reaper. Yeah, that makes sense. But no, it doesn't make any sense that he's going back here. He made a shield battery. That's kind of early. So I'm a little surprised. Okay, so let's follow this adept. It's gonna shade out, shade forward. I mean, there you go. Will we get this? I think he's gonna get it. Yep, there it is. So far, so good. Pretty even though, but will he lose this guy? I think he might lose it. Jack the Reaper. Ooh, wow, that's actually pretty good for Terran. Now he doesn't know it's a 1-1-1 with a medevac, so I'm gonna see a nice drop. I think the Reaper gonna hop up here. That's quite a bit of gates and a robo you got there. And he's actually going Phoenix, a Stargate play, which we missed. That'll take care of that Reaper. No proxies in this one. But there is a drop of 2. Actually, I think you want to get 3. You want 3. So 2 is... You still need to do 2 shots, I think. I think you need at least 3 to kill workers, right? So... Okay, so I think he needs to do a lot more with these 2 Hellions here. Like, he gives up you know, he reveals himself by attacking the pylon, and he's not gonna get anything out of it. There's already Phoenixes outside, so he's gonna lose this guy. Artanis is so confident he expands. 0 returns. 0 returns for Mr. Reaper. AKA Jack. You guys think Jack the Reaper means, you know, his first name is Jack, middle name is D, and last name Reaper? That's kind of cool. I am Reaper. Jack Reaper. Kind of like Bond, James Bond. Now he's dealing with Phoenix, and it looks like it's gonna be Phoenix Colossi for the Protoss player. Not looking good, boys and girls. Phoenix is active, as you want it to be. Okay, Terran is moving out. Why? Did he stim? All under the watchful eye of the observer. Sees that. Okay. Oh no, he's gonna get the 2 medevacs. Well, he gets 1 of them, but... And these Phoenixes are a pain in the butt, aren't they? Everything he does is seen. Everything you do, every move you make, I'll be watching you. Something like that. Okay, so he knows there's some sort of move out. Oh, we lost the... I was supposed to follow that guy, but it didn't happen. He's gonna find out quickly. With this army, he really can't proceed further. This army is way too good. He's got shield batteries. He's got 2 Colossi. After he pushes here, he is going to be way too behind to do anything. Unfortunate for him. But he does send a scouting marine. Waiting is the Protoss. Ready. Ready to pounce on this puny bio army. He scans, and to his horror, he sees 2 Colossi. But he's gonna go in anyway. He's looking to cancel that upgrade. Get that guy too. Here comes the Protoss. He's trying to do some sort of trade here, but I think this is gonna be it. That's all he's gonna get. Even these medevacs are gonna be dead. So not a good attack for him. Triple the resources lost. Yikes. Thanks for those on the chat doing some cool things, spells or whatever they're called. I'm not educated yet on the nuances. But what I do know is Protoss looking to end this game. That's a massive Protoss force barreling down at you. Oh, you know, it wipes that out too. Artanis takes the lead there on the series. 1-0. He leaves and says, let me close that door, make sure no one's spying on me. So Artanis on the video. We seem to have lost Jack the Reaper's video. And JDR's here, but I think he somewhat disconnected or something. We'll see. But we can see Artanis smiling, one game away from moving on into the round of 16. He's looking to join Ender. Just waiting for his opponent. I'm one game away from all my predictions being correct. All 5 matchups. I should go to the casino if I'm predicting this well. Let's see what's going on here. Did you catch that game, Pearl?
Yeah, I sure did.
Yeah, so, I mean, you're a Protoss player. That must have been very pleasing.
You know, I'm always pleased when Protoss gives it their all and takes that W, of course.
Have you tried that strategy? It's the Phoenix and Colossi charge lot.
You know, actually, yeah, once or twice. I feel like that was kind of a thing back in the day, and then I don't know, sort of like maybe went out of favor, or I don't know. I haven't seen it that much, but
yeah,
I feel like
I've never tried it. They're in the lobby here now, and this may be the last game. It's been a good cast with you.
I've been having a blast. This has actually been really fun. This event's super fun.
Yeah.
Lots of players we don't usually see, and lots of different skill levels, and age range, and this is a good event.
All right, so we'll see you guys back here. We'll turn it over to the players. The game is started. Okay, guys. Possibly the last game. Maybe we'll get a third game here if Jack the Reaper pulls off the win.
Storm StarCraft League Season 1 Philippines.
Alright, guys. The top right player, the Terran player, he is
Jack the Reaper.
his opponent with the lead, Mr. Protoss, named after one of the characters.
Artanis.
Got a broken hand there or something. What's in his hand? We don't know. But anyway, he must be fine because he is winning this game. this match. Not this game, but this match. Jack the Reaper. Guys, my criticism on him is he does the same stuff. He doesn't seem to go for a timing. I know he did a Hellion drop, and it only had 2 Hellions in there, so he didn't get anything. So he started to fall behind, further and further behind with each mistake. He had a good start killing an Adept with the Reaper, which normally doesn't happen at all. But after that, it just you know, snowballed, and that was it. You could tell. Artanis was so confident he expanded. So that's the problem. So let's see if Jack the Reaper will do something different, because I really don't think you can keep macroing unless you're sure you can win against the guy. If you're, you know, if the guy is a higher ranked player than you, I think you better do something. Play the game. It's play the mind games, maybe, right? It's a best of. A little bit of a cat and mouse thing here going on. The Reaper is gonna deal with that probe later, I guess. What? Okay, never mind. I thought he was gonna go back. It's like, let me get the probe. No, he's gonna hop up. Not gonna get anything. Still a standard game. As Protoss, usually you get like a worker advantage, and that's what we see here. He does get that probe finally, but here comes the Adept for revenge. You know, for the Protoss player, another gateway and a Stargate. Gets into the bunker just in time. Oh, a little bit of a lag, boys and girls. Who could it be? Oh, it's our admin. Mr. Admin. He's back now. Alright. This Adept is very weak now. Oh, he gets in, guys! No, he decides not to. Instead, he leaves. Very low health and shields. Phoenix. The scout. Now he knows what's up. No drops. Don't do drops. When there's Phoenix out, don't do drops, guys. He's gonna set up a mine here. And he's gonna get a third base. Okay. So perhaps we'll see a mine drop. But it's risky because there are Phoenixes. He loads up. What does he load in there? What does he have in there? Did he load something? He didn't load anything in here. What's he doing? did he actually think he had something? No, look, he goes back. He's like, oh, I didn't pick up anything. He didn't pick up anything. That was kind of funny. And he's like, oh, sorry, let me go back. Protoss is powering and going Colossus. So looks like this is his style. He likes this Phoenix Colossi style, right? There's more Phoenixes. Robotics Bay. This time mines for Jack the Reaper, but he's gonna need more than mines to deal with the Protoss powerhouse that is Colossi, protected by Phoenixes. The good news is he has a third base, and Protoss does not. He still has not expanded. There it is. As I say that, that always seems to be the case, where you say something and it happens. I should say, hey, I'm gonna win $1 billion tomorrow. Nice mine hit. Oh, almost a second mine hit. That would certainly kill that Phoenix. He's just chilling. He's not very active on that, but he's doing something else. You know what we're gonna do? Let's go take a look at it from the player's perspective, shall we? Okay, we're looking at the Protoss now. What's he doing? And this is kind of cool to see. He checks at home, warps in more stuff. Checks again. You know, you definitely want to be active. There's the Sting Overlord, Observer, sorry. Now let's take a look at Mr. Jack the Reaper, his point of view.
Your forces are under attack.
Now you see the pain that he's dealing with, which is these Phoenixes. Very nice control by Mr. Artanis. Okay, so back for us. These Phoenixes have killed so much. Oh my goodness, this Phoenix is the bane of Terran right now. And he finally punishes them, kills 3 of them. Okay. That feels good. Ooh! It finally kills all of them. Alright. However, check out the charge lot forces and 2 Colossus. 2 Colossi. Was that a mine? And did it do friendly fire? Yikes. I don't know, man. Actually, the correct thing to say is, I don't know, Kev. Here comes Protoss. Here's Johnny. Okay, maybe you guys are too young to know what that is, but that's from that's an intro for Johnny Carson. That was too young for me too. I just know about the saying, but I never actually watched. That was too old for me. I never actually watched Johnny Carson show. That was a long time ago, and that's an American show, so I don't know if you guys watched that. But anyway, this Protoss is laying waste to the Terran expansion. It's only a matter of time, guys. He's running out of time here, running out of resources, running out of forces. You know, what do we say here?
Just one time to come back here and tell our enemies that they may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom.
You gotta root for the underdogs, right? Man, Protoss lasering away. No answer to this Viking, to the Colossus. A couple of Vikings are gonna pop out, but what does that even mean? He's gonna bravely go in there and try to kill the Colossus. Okay, he kills the Colossus, but that's gonna do it. And the winner. Advancing over Jack the Reaper, he is
Artanis.
Alright, so maybe we can get some interviews with one or both of them admins if we can. Typically you don't want to interview the person that lost, but he might. Let's hop on in here with Pearl, and we can do. Let's talk to Jack the Reaper first, and then let Artanis have his moment of glory with the winner's interview, right? So take it away, Pearl.
All right, I'm taking this away. All right. Well, those were some well played games. Let's see. Hang on. Let's look at the group here really quick, just so I can make sure that I'm asking questions accurately. All right. So we had Deneb. That was the one. Okay. So we went up. I'm just retracing my steps here. All right.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
yeah. So going up against Deneb, really quickly here. Let's see. Oh yeah. I forgot who I was talking to for a second. My bad. We are talking to Jack D. Reaper first, correct?
The
yes?
cool shirt guy. The Terran cool shirt guy.
All right. Well, I think a lot of people like myself, we don't really know much about, the Philippine StarCraft scene. I hear a lot of people, they do, Semper's in chat. He's been cheering on JDR. But yeah, so tell us a little bit, how is the season going for you? How have you been doing? All right, one question at a time. How has the season been going for you so far?
Actually, I had just returned playing much, and I haven't even laddered. I just did several custom games with, again, Semper and my good friends Nox, Kent, Extinct, and Rixilius. So the season with regards to StarCraft, not that much, but because I've been quite busy. But still, it was great having to play in this tournament finally.
All right. Well, it's been really. Yeah, actually,
Finally.
that one.
I'm kind of curious about
there was
that.
a pause right
I'm
before
curious
the
about
finally,
the
yeah.
finally. What does that mean? Can you
Yeah,
tell us
because
what that means?
I'm not sure, KJ, if you remember, like we were planning something like this way
5 years
way
ago?
back. Yeah, so something like that.
Yes.
And then thanks to Mizel and team, everyone. So thanks everyone for putting this up, and good luck to everyone, and hopefully we get to do another one.
All right. Thanks, Jack. That's a very gracious interview there.
Indeed, very polite.
And we have.
All right.
Look at this guy. The guy hiding in his hat.
I'm sorry.
Mr. Artanis. Pearl has some questions for you. She plays Protoss,
I do.
Hello.
I was hoping that you would be, playing Zerg just for the sake of surprising us with your name being Artanis. But all right. Well, how do you feel? Let us know what's going on. You're out of the group. How's it feel?
I'm nervous.
That's
actually that's not my strat. I lost to Jack the Reaper before Colossus opening. Yesterday I saw some Phoenix opening in the replay. That's what I applied and worked. I never played in 4 months.
Oh, you haven't played in 4
You
months.
haven't played for 4 months. Wow. Okay. Well, so how did you prepare for this? Other than, are you talking no playing, some practice?
I practiced this week, and Michelle told me that there is a coming tournament. I practiced for 7 days or 10 days.
Oh, that looks like the theme here, right? A lot of people getting back into SC2 after hearing about this GSL-inspired tournament, so that's good to see.
Yeah, no wonder we had so many players. Everybody heard about the tournament and they decided they wanted to show up. All right, cool. Well, all right. Are there any other, aside from this event, are there any other events coming up that you're excited about? Are you getting back into StarCraft now?
Maybe. It depends on my wife.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You got approval from the wife to play, right? And is she watching? Is she gonna watch this? Does she know StarCraft?
Yeah, I think so. Actually, I thought I can't play today because I got an accident 2 days before this. I got accident in the biking.
Oh.
My hand almost broke.
Oh, that's why you have that video. And let's show. You know what? We're gonna show you your introduction video.
Arcanis.
Right there. So that explains it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was yesterday.
Well, which one is that? Was that the right hand? That's the mouse hand.
Yes, my right hand. Oh, yeah.
It's the mouse hand. All right, guys. See, you can play Protoss with one hand. Right. All right. Well,
before the joke set in, I went, yeah. Wait, oh, hang on.
All right. Well, awesome. Any other questions that we want to ask Pearl on this?
Yeah, no, I think I'm good. I'm looking forward to see what the rest of the group stage has to offer. Yeah.
Yeah, congrats, guys. Congrats
for
playing,
congrats,
guys.
yeah.
To you. Yeah, and congrats for
Thank you for
advancing.
supporting Starcraft.
Of course, and thank you, Pearl, for joining us and helping out here. Your presence.
Thank
here,
you so much for having me.
Yeah, definitely helps out a lot here. You're our own Guri, so if for those that watch GSL, she's our rep there. It's still me as the Tastosis by myself, but usually I'll have a second caster. But congrats to all the players that qualified. Congrats Jack the Reaper for qualifying for round of 32 and advancing Artanis, joining Ender as the winners out of this group. We'll see you guys next week for Group B. And actually, let's show Group B, and that Group B is tomorrow for me, and for the rest of you guys in the Philippines, that is in 8 hours. It's still well, it's the same for us, right? But it's not tomorrow; it's tonight for you guys, right? So, you're not. Oh, you see, you hear the chicken there. So, wow, it's like, did you guys? Was that? That's too funny. But this is Group B, guys. So we'll have Nax, Pobes, Pangs, and Semper. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. Say goodbye, everybody, to the viewers, and we'll see you guys next time in about 8 hours for some of you. Laters.
Jeez.